I'm your senior linebacker.
John Johnson.
So, John, what challenges does the Sapanola team present to y'all?
They have athletic guys, you know. They have people that can play both sides of the ball. I feel like they way better than the Fed, and we're glad to put on the show for y'all.
How does the athleticism kind of affect y'all?
It really doesn't, because we got dogs on our team.
How would you say you've improved yourself over the offseason to be able to keep up with all these athletic guys?
Just coming every day, you know, putting in that work, putting in that grind. You know, I have my teammates, my family there, coaches there to help me with the grind. So,
how have the coaches kind of impacted your journey as an Oxford Charger?
They, you know, they like father figures. They're great with what they do. I wouldn't trade them for the world, you know. They help me improve so much as a person off the field more than on the field. That's the major thing I love about them and what they do.
Mm. How do they kind of push you? In what ways?
In every area, like they'll push you mentally, physically. I used to have like you'll probably know attitude-wise, but they talk to me, they help me, they keep me on point, keep my head straight, you know. That's about it.
How does your attitude, how does that change kind of also affect you on the field as well as off, of course?
The attitude, you know, once you get in that mindset of, you know, screw this and all that, you got to get out of there because that's little boys. Like, that's for little boys. But, like, once you get out of that mindset to, like, it's only about you, you got to think about it like they only here to help you. They only here to help you grow because at the next level, the coach can be way worse. And my pops always told me, if the coach is not on you hard, that they don't really care about you. They don't need you. Like, if they own you like that, then you are a very good piece to the puzzle on the team.
How important has your dad kind of been in your journey? Because it sounds like a big figure.
Yeah, he's been there every step of the way, every day, every game, practice. You know, he there, helped me. He the main reason why I do and how I am today.
With that big win over Lafayette, what were some of kind of your takeaways on how y'all played? And also with the Jamboree, how have y'all played so far up to the Sapanola game?
I feel like people say, like, we have a young quarterback and all that other stuff, but I feel like we doing way better than what people expected, and I love this for this team. I wouldn't trade this for nothing in the world. Like, I feel like our team can go win the state championship.
With that, would you say that's your ultimate goal?
That's my ultimate goal for this year, go get a championship.
Do you have any personal goals?
Offers. Really one of the main goals, having them rolling in this season. Playing good every Friday night, and not just Friday nights, practices every day. Putting in that work, putting in that grind, you know, 100% every second of practice.
You obviously had a massive pick in that Jamboree that you almost took it back for 6. How'd that feel?
It feel great, you know. It feel great to be in that position to have that happen, you know.
Because obviously you're a great athlete, how does that kind of translate on the field? Like, what do you do to help prepare you for that?
The drills we do with the coaches, it's not like I just do one specific thing. It's feet work, drop drill, ball drill, all that type of stuff we be doing at practice to prepare for these type of moments.
How would you all say you prepare mentally for these games? Because obviously, as the season progresses, you're going to get into bigger and bigger games.
Talks we have with each other, you know, family talks with the coaches, you know. We have chapel every day before the game. We spend time with each other. Like, one of our main things we do before we go home, how we break it down, we pray, say the Lord's Prayer, and then we break it down. You know, that's really, I feel like that really helps me. It helps me for sure. I feel like it helps my teammates that we have that bond together. The things that we do at practice, after practice, when we not like school related involved, you know, we just hang out, have fun. We can do things together, like go to football games, arcade games. We can do anything, fishing, you name it. We can do it together.
Yeah, it's awesome. And talking about that teammate bond, how does that kind of influence your play on the field with them, and helped y'all gel together to play as one team?
I feel like my brothers have my back. You know, we've been through thick and thin, iron sharp iron. I feel like they how much grind we done put in and how much time we spent together. I feel like it just clicks, you know. And some of these guys I've been playing with since Pee Wee, and that chemistry just been there. But them guys, we love each other. You know what I'm saying? We love each other.
Kind of with how the season's progressing, how do you envision yourself at the end of the year?
That I gave it all I got. How I envision myself is like I feel like I had a great high school career, and I don't want to let it go, but I want to feel like I gave it all I got, and I gave my brothers all I got.
Kind of like after the season's over,
yeah,
you want to feel like that you gave it everything.
Everything I had, and I accomplished all my goals.
What would you say important to you? What would you say some of your values are? Because Coach Cutcliffe talked about how habits are one of the most important things in football. What would you say some of the habits that you value over everything?
Habits I value, finishing. That's one of the most important ones we have, finishing. You know, like we get them chopping. Like Coach Booth say, get them hot because we ain't finished through the line. You got to finish through the line. There's like little things matter. That's another one. The little things always got to matter. You know, because you can't do the big things without getting the little things right.
How do you make sure that these habits always stay the same and you never break them?
You just gotta stay consistent. You gotta finish like the lines. You gotta finish 5 yards past the line every time. You just gotta work at it. You just gotta believe in yourself that you can do it, and you just gotta put it out there and do it.
Would you say the coaching definitely endorses that?
Most definitely. They stay on us about it. Most definitely.
Who are some of your biggest influences on the team or in past years that were on the team?
I say my brother. He was one of my biggest ones. He pushed me, you know. Coach Cut, Coach Booth, Coach Moore. They ones that I really have main talk with. They keep it real with me, you know. And they know what to do. I love them. I trust them. Now, if I can't do anything, I can trust them because they never steered me wrong. So, yeah.
Would you say that realness kind of helps you? Would you say you value that realness over anything?
Yeah, that realness, that's all I need. You keep it real with me. Like, being real is, like, when you get it, when they tell you that you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to stop doing this, stop doing that, you just can't look at it like you doing everything right and they wrong and all that. You just got to take that coaching and apply it because every time that I done did it, it has been nothing but great outcome. So,
obviously, with Lafayette being a rivalry game, and as a senior, your last rivalry game versus them, how did it feel to win that game and be a big contributor in that game?
It felt great to win Crosstown Classic. You know, that's been like that since Pee Wee. Like I said, we've been competing against them. And, you know, we got to throw the way down. You know, it felt great.
And with South Panola next, do you see this team slowing down in any way?
No, we're not going to slow down at all. We come for everything.
Thanks, John.
You're welcome.
Today we're back with Elliott Chaney.
Oh, yeah. Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, great, of course. So tell us a little bit about yourself. What position you play?
Play right guard or center. I'm pretty versatile. Play wherever the team needs me. This is my second year starting on the offensive line, and I'm a junior.
What's the difference in starting as a junior and sophomore?
Definitely, it was I was very nervous throughout the season, especially being younger. And throughout my years, I've played like at an age level where you'll play against people your age. But coming into high school, you know, you play whoever. It could be a senior out there, it could be a freshman. But especially as a sophomore, I was less developed than everybody else I was playing against. So it was pretty something new to me. And then coming in as a junior and playing, I definitely feel a lot better than I was my sophomore year. Definitely grown a lot as a player and physically. So I do think it's less nerve-wracking playing as a junior.
Yeah. And as a leader on this team, what would you say a big difference has been as talking and to the team? You know, you're a junior now. You kind of feel more comfortable as a sophomore.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like I definitely get a lot more respect than I was as a sophomore. A lot of people look up to me now. I feel like when I was a sophomore and a freshman, I had people that I looked up to. Definitely. Nelson Barr was one of them, right guard. He played the year before me. But, yeah, I have a lot more respect coming in as a junior, and people will actually listen to me now and definitely get a message across and make the team better through that.
So what is your message at practice? What are you trying to tell guys? Like, what do they need to know?
I think something big is Coach says it a lot too, is a smarter player is a better player. So I think one of my main points is like definitely knowing the plays. I feel like if you know who to block, you'll be better at blocking because you won't have any doubt in your mind that that's the guy you have to go get, and then you can go full speed at that guy. That's definitely my main thing. I preach to the players, and I'll stay and help as many people as I need to learn who to block.
And, you know, the listeners, they don't see practice. So, I mean, tell us a little bit about what you do during practice, after practice, before practice, leading into games.
Before practice is a lot of you got to take in a lot of calories playing offensive line. You know, you burn a lot during practice. So that's one of my main things, to eat a lot. During practice, I definitely try and hydrate as much as possible. We have a great staff out there bringing us water anytime we need it, and definitely try and practice how I would play in a game. I feel like that's your best feel for in a game is practicing the same way, give 100%. And then after practice, definitely like to stay. Same thing, I can stretch out after practice. I just like to keep my body healthy because one thing you don't want happening is not being able to play because of an injury.
So during the summer, how did you improve as a person and the team?
During the summer, definitely I think I improved as a player. I went to a good amount of camps, got myself out there, put myself in the light of college coaches because ultimately, you know, that's the goal for a lot of players is to go play in college. And I put on a lot of work this summer, after hours, after football, definitely. Helps out a lot going up to the field when no one's there. You know, I think one of the biggest things is putting in the work even when nobody else knows because I feel like that shows a lot more than anything else. There's a lot of guys now who will just want to go post everything they do. You know, they'll go work out one time, post it online to make it seem like it's all they do. But I really think working in silence is the best thing that's helped me grow as a player.
Yeah, and so, I mean, we've touched on your versatility before a little bit, but what do you feel like your outlier or your kind of X factor is on the field or practice?
Definitely, yeah, playing multiple positions, and I feel like size is one of those big things. The offensive line, it's like there are a lot of guys, who are big, but that's a really big thing in high school, especially. You'll have one or two or three guys that are really big, but that's important, you know. A wingspan, being able to be able to reach a guy, and that's important. I like to think I'm not the fastest, but for my position, I have some pretty good speed. I think that works well for me, being able to get out and make blocks on secondary defenders and not just defensive linemen is definitely important.
I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but for offensive linemen, you don't really need to be fast, but you kind of have a quick first step and quick off the ball. Is that right?
Yeah, that's true.
So what are some of your personal goals for the team or the season and even finishing your high school career?
Probably for the team this season, I would like to definitely make it to the playoffs. State championships is always the ultimate goal there, winning a state championship. But I just want to see us go further than we did last year. It's obviously the goal every time is do better than you were before. For the offensive line as a whole, definitely a goal would be we had average 7 rushing yards to carry against Lafayette. So, I mean, probably keeping it above 5 the whole season would definitely be really cool to see that we're actually moving people. We're not just standing there. And then for myself, after high school, I mean, like a lot of people, the goal is to play somewhere in college.
Yep, of course. And then do you want to be like a first team all division or all state or anything like that? Is that a goal? Or
Definitely, that's definitely a goal. Looking at, especially in the division, being on the first team, being seen as one of the best, or as the best right guard or whatever position I'm playing at that point in the season, being the best in my division is definitely a goal right there.
And then tell us a little bit about that Lafayette win. I mean, it was complete domination that game. Tell us a little bit about that.
It's how it's been for the past 2 years. I mean, I feel like we all know who they are. They're 2 minutes away from us. I mean, we see the stuff they do all week, and I mean, Oxford isn't like that though. I feel like we'll show them on the field instead of showing them outside. We'll take it to them on the field, and I mean, it's definitely amazing whenever they can't say anything else after they've said stuff all week and lose the night that actually matters.
I mean, you get to talk smack for a year every single win.
Oh, yeah. You got 365 days after that where you're the winner.
So tell us some more about this upcoming week for South Manola. What are y'all looking to do?
South Manola is definitely a difficult team every year. I mean, they're one of those teams that'll just run straight at you. I mean, not scared of anything, but I think we're pretty well prepared. They do a lot of different things on defense. No team's the same as anyone else, so it's definitely always hard every week preparing against whatever defense. South Manola especially, they like to change it up, run guys through every play, blitz every play. So we're definitely looking forward to seeing as an O-line if we can uphold to the standards that we should be at against South Manola.
Yeah, and every week presents a new challenge, but you kind of just have to hit the challenge head on every week. Yep. Would you say the challenge this week is all the different schemes they run?
Definitely. They run a lot of four defensive linemen down, and then we've seen a lot of kind of sending guys through, blitzing every play, and I mean, it takes a lot of knowledge and like game sense in a way to tell when somebody's blitzing, to get out to your block when they blitz. I mean, something really important, especially when we have a great young quarterback back there, Drew, which, I mean, he's amazing. He's what we could ask for at quarterback, but also coming in with, this is only a second varsity game, we definitely want to give him time to work his craft because we know he can if he has the time.
Yeah. All right, well, I think that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks for having me.
Yep. Elliott, Chaney, everyone.